All righty. I want to welcome every single one of you to our presentation tonight. We are going to upload our PowerPoint. We're going to record tonight. So hopefully we'll get a great recording for every single one of you. Let me see if I can get the PowerPoint uploaded here. We got some incredible guests, some incredible stories tonight. People that are just, doing incredible things with the trading on the crypto side, on the Forex side. We're going to have our gurus here to kind of, break it all down for everybody. So here we go. We got the presentation. We're going to click share. Hopefully it'll work this time. So you're going to do it twice every once in a while. So we'll see if it goes live for us here. The slideshow from the beginning. All right. Hopefully that'll transfer. And I believe it has. All right. So with that, we are now going to record. And again, I do want to welcome all of you that are watching our presentation, whether it be live or on the recorded version. Many of you be catching the recording. So here we go. All right, and with that, I do want to welcome every single one of you to the Travorium presentation tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Forex. We're going to be talking about crypto. We're going to be talking about our brand new concept, what we're doing in these arenas. We've got all kinds of people tonight that are crushing it with our company. You're going to hear from the gurus themselves. And so it's going to be an incredible call, incredible Zoom. Excited that you're here. Now, number one, right out of the gate, I want to point out that Travorium is our brand new concept, meaning you are here at the very beginning, the very genesis, the very commencement. Go to any town, any mall with a megaphone, $1,000. If you can tell me what Travorium is, and your money's safe because no one's ever heard of it because it's brand new. Now, it's exciting to be there at the beginning, but it's also good to know that the company backing that up is well established. In fact, the parent company is going into its 9th year in business, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe in 63 different countries. Beautiful home office, customer service in 3 different languages. So we kind of have the best of both worlds here. We got the brand new coming out of the gate. No one's ever heard of it. I'm here at the beginning. And yet I know we got the company that knows how to get the paychecks out every single week, backing that up. Now, as we get into our presentation, I always have to give the legal disclaimer that we are not here to give financial advice. That's not the intention of any of this. You're going to hear people that have had incredible stories, incredible results, but understand that markets go up, markets go down. Timing in the market, your psychology and how you approach it, your risk, your tolerance for risk, all those things are going to, play into what kind of a result you're going to get. And just because people have had success in the past is not a guarantee they're going to have success in the future. So I think kind of COVID-19 kind of proved that to us, right? Anything can happen at any time, but the legal department seems to think you forgot and need to be reminded. Now we've reminded you. Now, as we jump into our presentation, we always go back to what I call the core question. And that is, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And if you ask most people, like, man, you know what? I would travel. I would go on adventures. I would, spend time with my loved ones. I would delve into my real hobbies and passions. But the bottom line is that most people dream of a different life. They dream of a better life. So how do you get more time? How do you get more money? Well, if you were to ask the author of the best-selling financial book of our era, he would tell you that 95% of all people are on the wrong track because they either own a job or they have a job. And a job is a great way to put some food on the table and put a roof over your head. It is a horrible way to get ahead, right? A job is about survival. That's why it's job, just over broke, right? And it's not about creating wealth or lifestyle. And only 5% of the population has figured out how to make money work for them. Are you going to work today? No, you're not. No, I got my money going to work. Right? I got my money making me money. I don't have to work anymore. I got my money out there doing that for me, right? Or you have a business that works. You have a business that's generating income, irrespective of your day-to-day efforts. In fact, quite frankly, you could be light beamed off the planet and, and the money's going to keep coming into the loved ones you leave it to. We're going to show you how to do both of those in no time at all, starting part-time, starting with almost no money. We got people that came here with, $50 and they were able to get going. So we're going to show you how that works. Now, there's only 3 ways to get more money. You've either got to save money, make money, or learn how to grow your money. Again, we're going to teach you all 3. This is our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela. They are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine, a major financial publication here in the United States that recognizes this gentleman as one of the greatest entrepreneurs in our country. As you can see, we got a beautiful home office, and his company is in 3 of the largest industries in the world. Now, our background, we've made all our money. We got to the 63 countries. We paid out the millions of commissions based on the incredible things we do in travel. And we got travel deals that absolutely just blow you away. I'm talking like 5 days in Dubai, at a 5-star, 5-diamond resort for like $89. We have that stuff all over the place. Now, we're not here tonight to talk about travel. We do that plenty of other times. Tonight, we're here to talk about our brand new concept, what we're doing with the foreign exchange market, what we're doing in the cryptocurrency markets. These are markets that are just exploding. And we're also going to talk about the fact that you can come on board with our company and make money from home. In fact, we want to teach you how to become a digital nomad, somebody who can make money anywhere in the world, 24 hours a day, right off your digital device. And of course, at this point, you'll want to tap into all that travel we're doing where you can travel for pennies or even travel for free. But tonight, we're going to focus on Forex. We're going to focus on crypto. Now, some people don't realize that when you look at the foreign exchange market, this happens to be a travel-related industry. In fact, my wife and I were taking the kids to Cancun. We rented a beach house. And when we get to Cancun, guess what we have to do? We're going to have to trade in our money for the currency of that country, right? They don't take dollars, they take pesos. And so we'll be down there doing the money exchange. Most of us have done that before, meaning you've actually participated in the Forex market. You just didn't know that you could actually profit from that activity. Now, they trade this stuff 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, just like the stock market. Prices go up, prices go down. And I think we all know how big the stock market is. Wall Street, you've probably seen the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, or the one with Michael Douglas and Warren Buffett. We know how big the stock market is. I mean, Facebook and Google and all those companies are listed on the Wall Street exchanges. However, as big as the United States stock market is, about 300 billion a day in daily trading volume, that's massive. The foreign exchange market, by the way, does about 6 trillion a day. It is 20 times the size. It's not even close. And that shocks a lot of people. Like, man, how is this thing so big and so profitable? And yet I know nothing about it. And it's because up until a handful of years ago, unless you were a accredited investor, meaning a millionaire, unless you were a bank or big institution, you could not participate. Today, if you've got a $100 bill on a mobile phone, you can start trading in the single largest financial market in the world. But understand, we're not just doing Forex, which is currency pairs. We're also giving out signals for crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. In fact, you're going to hear some people who made massive money in that arena. And we're going to continue to do things in that arena because that's also explosive. I mean, just to give you an update, I know that we've been watching the basketball tournament. Of course, it's the college, but even if you look at the pros, where the Miami Heat play in Miami, they play at the American Airlines Center. Well, it's getting renamed after a cryptocurrency exchange, okay? This past week, SNL did a whole segment on cryptocurrency. I mean, big time things are happening. So when you're looking at our company, I mean, you are right in the middle of where there's explosive activity. And of course, if you can get the knowledge and get the education, that could be something very, very powerful for you and your family. Now, that does bring us to the next question. How do I make money in these markets? Well, this is where the blessing for our company happened. We were introduced to a company out of Canada. They are a professional Forex cryptocurrency type company. They were trading money for the wealthy. They were trading money for the big institutions. And they had an incredible track record. In fact, when you think about someone with money, they can hire anybody they want. I mean, they have access to the best law firms, the best financial brokerages, the best financial advisors. And so, clearly they're going to go hire the best of the best. And many of them chose to hire the firm that you now have access to. Why? Because they win 70% of their trades. Why? Because they can go back 2 years without a single negative month. Month after month, they are getting profits for their customers. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Markets go up, markets go down. Past performance is not a guarantee of future success. COVID-19 kind of proved that, right? Anything can happen at any time. But that's why they got the clients that they got. And that's why we got excited. So they decided to put together a program for us in English, Spanish, and French, where you could learn, even if you know nothing about the foreign exchange market. You could come here and start with ABC 1, 2, 3 hooked on phonics, right? And go all the way to PhD. Video by video, they're recorded back there. They've got a searchable FAQ library. Every day they do the daily market analysis. Every day they have live trading where you can get on with the trader and interact and ask questions. And what about this? And what about that? And what does this mean? And what does that mean? Now, we do it twice a day in English, once a day in French and Spanish. And then every day they send out what we call trade ideas right to your mobile phone. And this is where they're basically giving you the answers to the test, right? If I were you, you might want to think about buying this at this price and, selling this at this price. And a lot of people, by emulating those moves, it accelerates their learning curve. And of course, if you do what the pros do, you're going to get the results that the pros get. And you're going to hear from some people tonight that that's been some pretty amazing, incredible results. And then you can go out there and you can begin to share our company with other people. Now, This is the memberships that we happen to sell as a company. So you can see the travel on there. We're not really talking about travel tonight, but trust me, you guys get in here, start making money trading, you're going to be getting hooked up on some of these crazy travel deals. All right. So we'll talk about that another time, but we do have the incredible travel, starts at $39 a month, $69 a month, and $125 a month. Now, here's the great thing. If you tell 3 other people, then it costs you nothing because you're earning more than you're spending. Well, the same is true with our Forex crypto service. It's $99 a month. Tell 3 other people, you're now earning more than you're spending, which means it's free as long as you become a partner in our business, which is a one-time $49 fee. Now, if you go out there and tell 3 because you want to be free and your 3 tell 3, you can begin to tap into our 10X compensation program. Now, we call this 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. Now, with our compensation program, if you were to go out there and build 2 legs, because we're a binary, you have a left leg and you have a right leg, which means that, if you were to put in me and you put in Danny, anyone else you ever put in from here on out forevermore has to go below me or Danny, one of the 2, you have no choice. And that means that you put someone down below me, and then you put someone down below Danny, and then you put someone down below them and someone below them, then I'm putting people in, they're going down below your people. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So let's assume that you had somebody come on board and do the medium-sized travel package with the Forex service I'm talking about. That's a pretty popular package in our company. We call it the Titanium Travel Trader. Well, if you were to go out there and sponsor 4 people, you got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. If you could help them just get a couple people each at this particular moment, you are now earning, $400 to $700 per month. Well, if you can then help them get a couple people each, you are now earning a minimum $1,500 a month. You could be making as much as $2,500 a month. Let's just split the difference, call it a couple of grand a month. And you got a championship ring like this one right here. Now, if you can then go out and help one person in your left leg and one person in your right leg do the exact same thing, you become a 3-star director. You are now earning $30,000 to $40,000 per year. And you can go out and pick out a Mercedes, a Tesla, a Range Rover, a Lexus. My wife, that's a picture of my wife, and that's the car she wanted. That is the i6 Grand Coupe M package, right? Car is freakishly fast, but she absolutely loves that car. I absolutely love that car payment because it cost me nothing. I figured out that the companies that I drive, the company pays for, just seem to drive better down the road than the ones I pay for, right? And so again, you can tap into that. How did you go out and get a brand new BMW? Well, I went out and got 4. I'm enjoying free financial services. I'm enjoying free travel. I helped my 4 get a few people each. Next thing you know, they were paying me a couple of grand a month. I had a championship ring. I helped someone on my left leg and right leg do the exact same thing. Now I'm making 30 to 40 grand a year driving a brand new Mercedes or BMW or whatever your car might be. If you can go out and help one more person each leg do what you just did, your income is now $50,000 to $60,000 per year. Help a couple more people, you become an ambassador. Now you're in that 6-figure neighborhood with our company. As your team continues to grow, so can your income. It takes you all the way to $3,200 a day, $96,000 per month, plus direct sales bonuses, coded bonuses, vacation bonuses, car bonuses, ambassador pool bonuses, and let us not forget all the money that you're making in the crypto markets, the foreign exchange markets, right? Those kinds of things. So what I want to do at this point in time is I want to bring on some people that have been having incredible success with our company. They've been out there, they've been trading. They've obviously, like you, started off not knowing anything about this. In fact, the first guy I'm going to bring up, his name is Jeff Miner. In fact, when he got started with our company, he came in for the travel. He didn't even have an interest in the trading. And of course, he started hearing about people that were having some success. So he thought, okay, maybe I'll check this thing out. And I actually invited him to come on last Wednesday because he started trading. And his first week, he made like $400. And the very day I'm supposed to bring him on board, I'm going to bring him on the call. This is exactly 1 week ago from where I'm recording right now. I was bringing him on as a guest because he made like $400. Well, that same day, he sends me this text message right here. And he says, look what happened last night. And of course, he ended up making like $22,000. He got in on the Bitcoin trade. Now, we told everyone, hey, look, that is not the typical result. Although we had Kyle the week before make 30-some thousand. We've had 2 people do that, but that is not the typical result. We're not here to try to proclaim that that's normal and ordinary, although we haven't had 2 people do it. But we have a lot of people who are consistently going out there and having a positive result. So I invited Jeff on again this week just to kind of tell his story, share his story, and maybe update us on what's happened since you made all that money last week. So Jeff, I know you're out there in Colorado, exciting times with the company. I mean, I know you're fired up and just, feel like a kid in school. So kind of take it from here.
Yeah, Todd, thank you so much for having me on again. Yeah, a week ago was nothing short of speechless for what happened. But as we've went on, we've learned a lot. This week, the trade ideas have come in, and we have just went ahead and took the trade ideas, put them into our platform that we have as our broker. And basically all 5 have hit 100%. Right now we're all in the green, and that's really where we want to be. We got a couple reds, but it's been absolutely fantastic to learn the platform that we have with Trevorium with our dashboard and our back office. Put in the trade ideas. It has been absolutely incredible.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up too, because obviously nobody wins them all, right? I mean, you're going to have ups and downs. In fact, even if you go back and look at the screenshot I showed a moment ago, and this is Jeff's actual account. So if I can get it nice and close here. Oops, there you go. So you can see he had a couple reds, right? Lost money, but then he had 3 blues. I mean, he obviously made a ton of money, but markets go up, markets go down. You're going to have good weeks and bad weeks. But the big thing is that when you get connected with a professional team like we are, where they're teaching you how to trade, they're teaching you how to read the signals, and they're sending out the signals. And
I mean,
you're interacting with the pros, you're going to obviously increase your chances of having a better result. Go ahead, Jeff.
Today is unbelievable. I mean, you got to give a hand out to Ken and to Kelvin. I mean, on the gold versus the US dollar, it went up over 900 pips today. And everybody that's in the company should have absolutely smashed it today. I mean, that was just, it was perfect. And they're right on the money. Like I say, we're 5 for 5 today, I think, or 6 for 6. I cashed out one this morning for a little over $300. We're another 350 to 400 up right now. Again, and it's all due to those guys. I mean, I don't know anything. I mean, of course, we're doing a little research and reading about Bitcoin and reading about Ethereum and Litecoin and things like that. But on the Forex market, it's all coming from the company. Everything is coming from them. And all I'm doing is plugging and playing. And it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely incredible. By the way, and congratulations. So if you cashed out this second right now, because I know you cashed out some of it and some of it's still in there active. If you're just to cash out right this moment, how much have you made today?
Well, I just looked over. I'd be over 700 if I just click the button right now on, because we're positive on the 5 trades that they've got out right now. So I'm just holding and watching, and especially with a couple of them that could go crazy, I think. But if I cashed it all out right now, we'd be right at $700.
Absolutely incredible. And again, for everyone, Jeff is brand new to this whole thing. Again, last Wednesday, exactly 1 week ago, he had his very first result. He made about $400. We were going to bring him on. Of course, then that very night, he had this huge trade. Just crazy result with the Bitcoin and Ethereum, where he made the 22 grand. But then, now back to the basics again, right? But
well, and what's really funny with that is, and again, you get a little nervous because you hit one, right? And you kind of want to back off and kind of get safe again. But I've been watching the times when the cryptocurrency is moving. And typically what I've found over the last 2 weeks doing my research things is the biggest movements seem to be at night or our night in other time zones that's going on. So I showed Daryl 2 days ago, had I just went with my gut and went in again with Bitcoin versus the US dollar at about 55, it went to 59,000 with just my stupid money that putting a little bit in there, that'd have been a $25,000 to $30,000 gain.
Wow.
And I didn't do that, but all of the signs were there to do that. And again,
and that's part of the education. That's part of the learning process of what we're going through, of learning to read the signs.
And because you can make a wrong decision as well as you can make a good one. But when you're listening to the professionals, to Ken, Calvin, when they're putting out, and their traders are putting out their ideas, all I've been doing is plugging and playing, and it is a green sign today.
And boy, Jeff, when you mentioned that you made that kind of money, some people say, how much money did you put up? How much money was at risk for you to make that kind of money, that 22
Basically grand? At risk, a lot less. I mean, on the Bitcoin trade, I could have lost. I had my stop loss at $800.
Okay.
If it would have fell all the way to that and went out, I would have went out. But as it went up, you know, you can also manipulate that stop loss during the trade, which if it goes up, 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 and you want to bring the stop loss to the buy-in, you can't lose nothing.
How much money did you have in your account when you started?
I started total with 10,000.
With 10,000.
Okay. You don't have to. I just use that number. That's a number I can play with.
Okay. Yeah. In fact, we have Christoph on here all the time, and I know he took an account recently, put $50 in it, and they took it over to $500 like in 2 weeks, and then he's taking it up from there. So everyone has a different, you know, a level of where they start. We tell everyone start in demo mode. Don't start with real money. Just you take the signal.
Absolutely.
Start learning and practicing.
I mean, I started in the demo, worked on it before. I mean, for almost a week and a half, 2 weeks before I went in and put my money in. And you know, the key to that whole deal is it's all on decimals. Basically, whether, you know, everything, the pips, they're either 10 cents, they're $1, or they're $10, depending on how how you fluctuate, what lots you take and things like that. So if you put in $100, you're going to work at 10 cents most of the time. And I did today as well. A couple of the trades were $5. Like the gold trade I did today I ventured $5 per pip, and we've done pretty well today with that. But I can stop at any time. It's not like making, other wagers or other situations where somebody else is wagering your money for you. I'm in control. If it drops down a little bit and I only want to lose $20, I just punch the button and call it a day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Jeff, congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you. I know that you're inspiring countless people who are going to watch this video on the replay or the recording and say, wow, I mean, this guy literally got started last week. Obviously, you know, phenomenal results. But again, I want to give obviously credit to the team that's teaching us and all the incredible things they're doing. Speaking of gold, I want to bring on another gentleman, by the way, who got in on that same trade you did today, Jeff, and made a ton of money. In fact, him and Timmy, they're both up in Canada, but they're both smiling pretty wide tonight because they got some of that action. So I want to bring on Danny Seguinal. Danny, of course, is a incredible leader in our company. His team's blowing up, spreading all over the world. He's doing incredible things with the company. In fact, he just had another person just the other day go 2-star director. I mean, to start 2-star ambassador. And so he's changing lives. And of course, now he's learning the trade stuff just like us, Jeff, and having a lot of fun. In fact, you had Sammy on here last week, Danny, who made a couple grand his first week doing the trading. And for those of you who might have missed that episode, Sammy looks like Lou Ferrigno or Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? I made the joke, hey, Sammy, when you come to the travel world tours, man, you got to leave your shirt on, man. You can make the rest of us look bad. But Danny, hey, glad to have you on here, and take it away. Tell everyone what's happening for you.
Yes. Well, thank you, Tom, for having me on tonight. Sammy, man. Sammy's a beast. He's actually named on Instagram as Beast Mode, and I'm Boss Mode. But he's a heck of a dude. I can't wait to go to the gym with him and travel the world with him. Today, actually, we were messaging, and he's like, man, today gold was nice. He's happy. He's excited. He's making some money today. He's constantly on his phone. He can't wait to retire from his job and just basically do Forex. So last night, actually, before I go to last night, because you just mentioned about Sabrina hitting 2-star ambassador, and that's what it's all about, seeing people win, right? Yeah. Seeing people win. Yeah. Actually, I was at Walmart. I was talking to Bryce, and we're talking about people that talk about network marketing. I'm like, man, do you realize that I'm the first guy and she joined after me and now she passed me? How much more legit you want the thing to be, right? Yeah. She's just skyrocketed. And by staying in the business long enough to win, it took her a while to hit from 1-star to ambassador to 1-star, but in the 1-star to 2-star, 3 months, which is incredible. But seeing people win is that's what it's all about. So last night, me and Timmy were just, sharing, we're talking, we're looking at the clock. So 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I said, I got to go to bed. So we're talking, 5 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? Let me, then I see a trade come on. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do this. I mean, it only takes a couple seconds. You take the trade idea, you apply it. So I take the trade, and then we're still talking at 6 a.m. I go, hey, Timmy, you there? So she passes out for a little bit. I go on until 7 a.m. Then I'm like, okay, I really need to go to bed. I'm like, I think this trading thing, we don't sleep, right? We don't sleep. We're so excited. Like we're not even tired. So I put in the trade. I'm like, okay, that's it. I put in the trade. I'm done working. I'm done prospecting. I'm gonna go to sleep. So I go to sleep and I wake up at 12:30. And the first thing I do, I don't think about nothing besides open my phone, don't look at messages, open MetaTrader, and just look. And I was in shock. I blinked. I was like, what? No. Really? I'm like, did I just make $400 again? But in my sleep, right? So between 7 a.m. and noon, 4 bills. And the day just got started. So I grab my phone. I'm like, okay, I look at it again. I'm like, yes, this is going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. And then I see a message from Timmy, and I just see a voice message and the screen capture. So I'm like, I listen to the voice message. She's all excited, right? She's all excited. I'm like, okay, I hope she took the trade too. It's one of those things, right? Because you get the trade alert, you apply it, and you're wondering, did other people see it? I hope that they're on the ball, right? You hope they're on the ball, because when you win, because Jeff just mentioned it, it all depends on your lot size. But if someone took the trade, they're gonna win, because I have somebody else that made $100 today. So Timmy, share with everybody, when you messaged me, what happened? How? Because you didn't get the trade at the same time as me, because you got it a bit later on than me. Because I got it when I went to bed, but you got it during the day. So share with everybody how it happened for you.
Yes, thank you, Danny. Yes. So I made the trade after you, I think, because I just did 1 hour, because I have 3 kids. So I have to send them at school. So I just took the trade after I left my kid at school. Then after I went in, do some shopping. Then after, when I see the result from the trade, I say, wow, no. Yeah, I was so excited. So I just text Danny, and I know that he was sleeping because we didn't sleep last night. And I made $450 with just the gold and dollar. Yeah. Just with one trade. I was so excited. I said, wow, incredible. And then after the day continued, then at the end of today, I made $552 just today. And I have also still some trade, and I have 600 not closed. So I'm still waiting for those trades to close, but I'm so excited. Those trades are so good. So I'm so happy for that.
And we were exchanging about that, because it's not always blue or green. It's not always blue or green, but when it's blue.
Last week it was red. It was red, but we continue. We learn every day. We take the trade IDs every day, and today it was a very good day.
And tell me, Danny said you made a joke and said, hey, I made more money than my husband today.
My husband has 2 jobs, but I made today more than him.
With 2 jobs.
2 jobs. So now I'm working to make more than him. So then after, he can stay at home with me, take care of the kids, and me just trading and learn how to invest in the Forex market. So the biggest financial market in the world.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, congratulations to Danny and obviously Jeff and Timmy. Now, Timmy, I know that you made some money, because we had you on a couple of weeks ago. Yes, and you made like $1,000 in one day, right? Or something like that, $1,000?
Yeah, I reached 1,000. Then after, I didn't close. Then after, I earned 430. So I was happy with that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I begin with very small amount. I begin with $183, and now my account is more than 1,200.
Wow, very nice.
In less than 30 days. Crazy.
Absolutely incredible. I applaud you. And again, because obviously your stories, it's real. I mean, it's like, okay, I can start with just a little bit of money, and if I just kind of stick with it and I start to build my account up, and I mean, I just keep thinking, Timmy, imagine where you're going to be 12 months from now.
Yes.
I mean, if you took your account from 100 and something to 1,201 month, then imagine next month what you can do. And then the month after that, the month after that, I mean, imagine 12 months from now where you're going to be.
Oh yeah. And the best thing is that I'm learning every day. I listen to the live session, and at the same time, I earn money. That's so incredible. So I'm so excited to see what the next month will be. So I can't wait.
I know today we had a live with one of her partners that's a travel trader. He's a platinum member, and he came on. We did a live together, and he was supposed to do the demo for a long period of time. He didn't tell Timmy that he got off the demo. He's like, he kept seeing her win. He's like, I need some of that money. So he went from demo to live, right? But he didn't tell her anything. And he was sharing like, okay, he went in the red for about $200, but he was not, he wasn't like, oh no. He was like, it's okay, no problem. And then this week, he went from minus 200 to got his money back to plus $500.
Wow.
So he's extremely excited. He's like, I see you guys travel. He's looking at me. He's like, Danny, I see you travel. I can't wait to leave Tahiti because he's up from the French Polynesia. He can't wait to travel. And he's just, and basically he got excited by seeing Timmy win. So by her showing that she's winning, he got the confidence to say, okay, I want to do this too. So he's officially a travel trader.
Yeah. And that's really what it's all about is when you, like, Timmy, you had to have the courage to get started and go do it. Same with Jeff and Danny, everyone else. And as you did, you have the success. Well, that ripple, starts to spread out, and then it inspires the next person. Then they have some success. Then that inspires the next person. Next thing you know, you can never know how far the reaches of your ripples are going to go and the lives you're going to change, all because you took some action, made your family some money, but you ended up affecting lots of other families too because of your story and your willingness to share it.
Exactly. And I'm just sharing in my story. I didn't call them to do the same. I just share my win, and they just reach me out. How do you do that? How can I start? I want to do the same thing like you. Then come, we can learn all together. So
absolutely.
I do the same with my partner from Tahiti, and I'm here in Canada. So
I tell you what, the next person I want to take this call to, I want to bring in Ken. Ken's obviously with the Forex company we're all bragging about. And, Ken and Kelvin, put this whole program together for us. And we got an incredible back office, all the tools, the education. But I want Ken just to walk everyone through what we have. Now, Ken, by the way, has been out doing some charity work. They actually dress up as Iron Man, and they dress up as Captain America. And they have like these authentic outfits. I mean, when you see it, you're like, it looks like the thing from Hollywood, right? It's absolutely incredible. But he even grew the Tony Stark facial hair for the thing they were recording for all the kids. So did we have you out there, Ken? You're with us?
Hello,
there
everybody.
He is,
Hi.
Tony Stark himself.
Good to see everybody. And well, thanks for embarrassing me. But yeah, no, I definitely have to explain why I'm looking like this today. But there was a little boy out there who's dealing with lymphoma, and his favorite hero in the world is Iron Man. So we're sending him a little bit of a message and uplifting, and just it's hard to be in quarantine and dealing with chemotherapy. So it's just nice to be able to give back. But I am just blown away, guys, by the success that I'm seeing. I mean, I'm not surprised at all that you're succeeding because you're all doing the right things. You're all being students. This is pure duplication of effort, pure duplication of strategy. You're getting the answers, you're sitting in the class, and then you're doing what you're being instructed to do. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. There's a lot of people that want to make it much more complicated, but it's really not. It's really not that complicated. Go and sit in the classrooms with the masters and learn from them, learn why they're seeing what they're seeing in the market, what they're predicting, how do you enter? I mean, the mechanics of it is easy. We're even giving you an opportunity to go into a demo account so you don't have to worry about making a mechanical mistake while you're getting used to it. So there's the only way to lose in this really is to miss out, right? If you're involved, yes, you'll be up and you'll be down like anyone else. There's no market in the world. Believe me, I wish that was the case, that they would always win. They won't. But when you understand proper risk to reward, and you'll actually learn that you can miss a couple and then win one and still be making money. if the trade ideas and the strategies are there, and if the quality is there. And, you know, I had an opportunity just a couple of days ago to speak to somebody who's been involved in a couple of the, sort of competitive offerings out there. And, you know, it was really eye-opening for me. You know, I think probably me more so than anybody else starts to take for granted just how good this is that we have, and how ripe the opportunity is, and what an incredible job Kelvin's done vetting and training and getting the best educators. Because I was hearing this person tell, so I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to name the companies, but, you know, I just realized there's a lot of people out there who are sitting in the live sessions, and these people are not professional traders. They might be good speakers, they might be comfortable on camera, they might have a vested interest, they might enjoy Forex and trading and crypto, but they're not professionals. This isn't what they do for a living, and they're not passionate about the teaching like our traders are. And, you know, and I start to hear how, you know, some of these places, they've lost a few of their best traders. And so now the people, the students, the members, they're not left with the best, they're left with the best of what's left. And, you know, and I'm just thinking, how can you possibly get ahead if you're just getting whatever they could find on a given day? You know, you're getting taught here how to be consistently profitable from consistently profitable professional traders. I mean, it doesn't get any more simple than that. And, you know, and I started to hear how, you know, there seemed to be quotas on pip counts and making sure that every trade had a 20 pip move. Well, that's not professional trading, unfortunately. Professional trading is looking for proper indicators in the market. They're going to show you, you know, this is a high probability of increasing. You know, not, oh, I need to send out a trade idea that's 20 pips. That's no way to send out a trade idea. You know, and so I encourage anyone who's on the fence, get your answers, get a demo account, get started. The cost of entry is so minor that really, I think the thing that keeps people out of this is fear. And, you know, and I guarantee you the other companies that we've had a look at, they do not have the back office that Igor built for you. I've worked with Igor building enterprise level solutions for companies for years now. And not only is he a genius, and I can say that because he's not here for me to embarrass him, but what he's put together here, honestly, this kind of a build, you're looking at close to $200,000 in terms of a back office build that you have access to on day one. And what you have here is better than a lot of professional traders have. You have everything that you possibly could use to be successful. The only thing you really needed to have is the courage to say, I'm going to take a chance on this, and I'm going to be willing to be mature enough in my trading to say, I can be up and down a little bit, but I'm not going to be scared when I'm down, because I'm using proper risk to reward management, which is something that we're really blessed, because Kelvin really has always put a very strong focus on making sure that you have capital preservation. You're not blowing accounts. You're not, unfortunately, making mistakes like he made. I mean, he's built this all to prevent people from making the mistakes that he made going forward. And so, I am just thrilled to get a chance to work with Kelvin and learn from him. But let me show you really quickly what the back office looks like, because I think it's really important that I think I might need a little help sharing my screen.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me show you what the back office looks like, because I think it's just incredible. If you want to feel credible when you're talking to a prospect, when you're sharing this idea, open up the back office, watch the reaction that you're going to see, because consistently we have people that are just blown away saying, I've never seen anything like this. And you have access to everything at your fingertips, and it's all laid out easy. It works on your mobile platform. It works on your tablet. It works on your laptop. If you're like Kelvin and Igor and you have a 4-foot wide monitor, this thing looks fantastic on that as well. And it gives you all the tools that you need. You've got all your Forex crypto indices. You've got your current trade ideas, your recent videos, a dashboard with everything at your fingertips. If you've been listening to everyone talking tonight, they've been taking the trade ideas. They're really easy to access over here. You've got lots of different categories of the trade ideas. You're going to get alerts on Telegram. You're going to know when there's an update. Oh, and actually, this is the gold idea that everyone was talking about here today. And you can see the trade result was 973 because it hit take profit. Fantastic and good for you, for all of you, for the people that were listening and paying attention and took the trade. But all that information is in there, including the historicals. If there's a movement, if someone's saying, hey, you know what? The trader's saying, we've hit take profit 1. Why don't you go ahead and adjust your entry price to break even so you can't lose money? They'll give you that kind of direction, because they're always looking to make sure that you're coming out consistently profitable. If you want to look at past performance, and this is why everyone's so excited. Everything has just been really coming together. You can see our past performance on the gains year over year. If you've been looking to learn this, Make sure that you take advantage of the live sessions. They happen twice a day in English, once a day in both French and Spanish. And the information you're going to learn, this is the classroom, folks. This is where you're going to learn all that information. It is just absolutely phenomenal how much information you'll be able to learn. And you get to ask the traders questions. You get to ask them whatever you want about a pair. Ask them to repeat something. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. What did that mean? You know, can you look at this crypto? You can ask them whatever you want. And they're going to interact with you. You get that chance. That's all part of, and it's included. And if you don't have the chance to actually sit in the session when it's live, just go into the past live sessions down here. They're all posted. So you'll never, ever miss the opportunity to learn. We talked about the education library. We're just uploading some more new videos here today. You're going to get information on all the different categories, help getting started. You're going to get help with foundational basics. You're going to get more and more beginner content to help you get started. Advanced content, like if you haven't looked at this yet, the market structure series from our Smart Money Trader is just incredible. That's going to make you some money. You know, you've got the searchable FAQs. If you forget a term, hey, what's risk management? What's a PIP? You know, all you need to do is find it in here, do the search, get the information you need. Everything that you could possibly need is there, and it's there for you every single day. You know, if you're on the fence, if you're not sure, I can't encourage enough. The people that are winning that you're listening to tonight, that you listen to week over week over week, they're winning because they're just following the system. They're just following the structure. And that's all you need to do. Don't let fear keep you on the sidelines. Jump in, learn in a demo account, keep yourself safe until you're comfortable, and start making the money like everybody else. I can't encourage you enough. There's never been a better time with Forex and crypto booming like they are right now. It's just phenomenal. And I think this is probably the best time for me to turn it over to Kelvin so you can learn a little bit from my master. Kelvin.
Hey, everyone. First off, shout out to Igor for building us such a great platform. It's one of the best platforms that we built so far. And when I started trading Forex, I didn't have anything like this. And I wish I did. I was going from educational service to educational service until I finally found a strategy that worked for me. And I trade smart money, which is one of the strategies that we teach. And that's part of what inspired me to build a service like this, you know, to help traders not only learn how to trade, but become consistently profitable trading and being able to approach trading the right way. Because a lot of people that come into trading, they don't approach it the right way. You know, they come in and they're very excited to start making money, right? So they bet too big, they over leverage, they don't understand risk management enough, trading psychology and all that stuff. And we help you develop your trading psychology, deal with the emotions when you're trading, and how to, you know, manage your trades, manage your account. So we explain all of that in the sessions. And you know, if last year has taught us anything, you know, it's, you know, a lot of things are, you know, nothing's like for, a lot of things are, you know, how do you say it? It was just an eye-opening year, you know, because a lot of people, they realize that, you know, their job might not be as stable as they thought, you know, and a lot of people are now looking for like an additional stream of income working from home and stuff like that. So we're here to help provide a way where you can do that, where you could earn some money, additional stream of income from home, you know, from your hotel while traveling as a travel trader, right? Making money referring other people to the business. I think us and Trevorium are such a great partnership. You know, we're in the 3 top industries in the world, and you know, it's such a great synergistic partnership where, you know, all these big markets kind of come together. You have travel, you know, you have trading, and then you have direct sales. And we're a educational service first and foremost. You know, we teach people how to analyze the charts in Forex and crypto. But the same principles that we teach, you can apply them to other financial markets like equities, futures, crypto, right? So it's not just Forex. And we show traders on a day-to-day basis how to find good trade setups, how to determine whether a trade is high probability. And trading is a game of probabilities, right? And we teach you how to play it. We'll show you how to find really good risk to reward where, you know, for every dollar that you risk, you have the potential of making, you know, $2, $3, or $4 on the really good trade setups, right? So our traders spend a lot of time in front of charts, you know, back testing, analyzing, so that you won't have to spend hours on end, you know, in front of the screen. And, you know, we point you to where to look at. And, you know, we teach you how to manage a trade, when to, you know, adjust your stop loss, when to reduce risk, when to, you know, cut your losses, and most importantly, when not to trade, which is just as important, because, you know, there are certain conditions in the market where it's really not ideal to trade, and being away from the markets is sometimes the best thing you can do. You know, capital preservation is key in trading, right? The more you trade, the more chances you let the market take your earnings, right? So we teach you how to identify when there's trending markets and when to stay out. And the best thing about all of this is you get direct access to, you know, the mind of a trader, and you can ask them questions and pick their brain about literally anything about the markets, or not about them, or anything else, right? You can ask them things like, is there a trade setup for the Euro US dollar? And if there's, what their opinion is on Bitcoin or gold. You know, we had a great gold trade today, over 900 pips. And you could ask them, like, depending on what you like to trade, you can ask them for their opinion on it, and they'll give you a great, their analysis on, you know, where's a good place to enter, where is a good place to put your stop loss, what's a good target, stuff like that. And then you can ask them even like the harder questions, like what they're gonna have for dinner, you know, what they had for lunch, right? So, and they'll give you a very honest answer. You know, they're very great people, not just traders, but they're great people. They have a passion for teaching. You know, they really care about your success. And I believe that is very important, especially in a business like this, right? And we've been covering a lot of crypto lately. Crypto has been a huge topic of discussion. And, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you guys probably heard of those. It's caught a lot of media attention. I actually did a podcast interview last week with the CEO of a brokerage/exchange that offers Forex and crypto. And then we go in and talk about, you know, our opinions on the market, and actually gave some of my top crypto picks. So if you're a travel trader, we might be making that available to you guys. So look out for that if you're, you know, on the team. You know, Bitcoin, Ethereum has been such a great, you know, market to trade. We had, our record for crypto is pretty good. We called two really great Bitcoin trades, one in late January, early February, where we called it from 34,000 to 42,000, whole $8,000 move, and then 50,000 to 55,000 in March. So in early March. So those that took advantage of that, congratulations. You know, we're here to help you guys not only, you know, learn how to trade, but, you know, show you how, you know, how to take advantage of the trades that we are trading, the setups that we're giving out, right? So, you know, I hope you guys, hope to see you guys on the other side. Hope you guys get to enjoy the service like everyone here today. And hope to see you come travel the world and trade with us and join the team as a travel trader.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ken, Kelvin, thank you so much. I think you could tell there's a lot of gratitude from just a few of the people you heard from tonight, but people that are out there getting these incredible results. There's one other guy I want to bring on too. I know he's excited, and that's my man Jamal, Mr. 250 Lifestyle. Him and Christoph, by the way, these are young guys. Christoph's 22. He was our first official travel trader, was actually on vacation traveling, and made over $2,200 trading. And now these guys have gotten really big into helping everyone else get their accounts set up and things like that, helping people overcome anything that's going on in that arena. So, Jamal, I know you've been trading, you've been doubling and tripling and quadrupling your accounts, and you got a whole bunch of young guys that are making tons of money trading. So any final thoughts, any comments here for the guys as we sign off?
Yeah, definitely, man. Shouts out to Ken and Calvin, and also Timmy and, Boss Mode doing his thing. Also Jeff for just, getting on those trades, making money. Like you said, going through the process, going through the fire, because you got to go through the fire. I mean, the trade ideas are awesome. These guys win the majority of their trades. And so, but the thing is, you want to take on the mentality and have the psychology of a trader. And so just going in, like we always say, you can be a part-time trader in Trevorium and still have the full-time lifestyle. And so that's the niche that we want. We want to be part-time traders, full-time lifestyle. We want it all. But you have to go through that period of time where you're actually, making mistakes, learning what, how to execute trades, knowing what these guys see in the market, and demo. It's okay to win some, some fake money. We all have in Monopoly plenty of times. Once you get the bank in your hand, you feel like you're the man, right? In Monopoly. So take on the same mentality in your demo account. You see yourself once you see yourself getting results, you'll get more confident. You want to get into the markets more often. And then once you have a couple setbacks, all right, you take a step back and you analyze, what you did wrong, what you can improve on, and then just keep executing what you're doing right. And so it's a process, guys. Everybody has to go through the process, but I promise you that once you go through that fire, and you purify and you take on the mentality of a trader, you're going to be well off, and you're going to want to start executing trades for yourself. And that's what me and Christoph have been doing, just getting to the market, reading the markets, kind of like how Danny says, he's up early in the morning. You can't sleep, right? You can't sleep once the market opens up. You can't sleep. You want to be up. You especially when you're making money, you want to make more money, right? You want your money to make more money for you. And so at the end of the day, be patient, understand it's not something that you just can like speed to the end of the finish line with. You have to actually just, on your market set, go, but it's a marathon, right? It's not a race. You're not racing against nobody. It's a marathon. Get the mentality yourself and just do it for you. My mentality is, a few years ago, I was a CNA. And so you got to go through that course, that 10, 12-week course. You might have to go through that course for 3 months. But then once you get your certificate, right, you're certified. You can work anywhere in the United States, in that field. And so I take on the same mentality. Just, put your head down, take that 2 to 3 month process. Understand that even if you're a trader after a year, these expert traders, they still work on their strategies. They're still perfecting their craft every single day. And so once you understand that, everybody, you're not in a race against yourself or time. You're just, you just got to face that mirror. And so I want to thank you guys for allowing us to take on that mentality that you guys have on, and much success to everybody that's watching, that's tuned in right now.
All righty. So with that, guys, we're going to bring this to a close. But I mean, again, congratulations, Danny, Timmy, Jeff. Obviously, congratulations to you, Jamal, and everyone else out there that's been taking the trade ideas. By the way, shout out to Mahmuda, who finally set up her demo account. She's in there and playing with it and getting some wins and all that kind of stuff. So exciting. I think we're going to be hearing from her pretty soon when she gets on here and gets through the demo side. So again, get back with whoever invited you to watch our presentation. Get your questions answered, but more importantly, get started, get your demo account up, right? There's no real money. Just start taking the trade ideas, plugging it in. It's going to open your eyes to an entire financial market out there. I mean, whether it be cryptocurrency, Forex, it's going to put you in that money consciousness, right? and like attracts like. You're kind of, when you're getting aware of money and you become aware, you can start seeing opportunities and you start making some money like Timmy. And then next thing you know, you're making money like Jeff. And then your money starts making you money, and it's a fun ride. So with that, we're going to be back on tomorrow night, Thursday night, to do our regular presentation. So appreciate all of you guys being here. Have a great evening, and God bless. Bye, everybody.